Hey viewers, back again. It's CGC again. Before I get into the CGC stuff that's got my brain twitching, a lot of great comments in the videos. I really appreciate it. And some people have been DMing me either on my Facebook page or my Instagram. And an answer to a few of them is have courage. Talked a lot about integrity, and I'm seeing that that's resonating with a lot of people. And if you have integrity, you already have courage. You just may not know it, right? A lot of people are frightened. They're getting, if not just comics, about like the market of comics is crashing, yada, yada, yada. Not really true. The crazy prices are going away. The hundreds of store exclusives are probably going away. There'll probably be a few choice of the people who really know how to do it well and really know how to market it and really can sell it through their own website. Some people who use it as a giveaway for when you purchase a certain amount through their website, you get a store exclusive. All that kind of movement, those stores will be fine. The people who are doing it as a cash grab, it's going to go away for them. They've been dumping too many of their books, so forth, so on. Have courage. If you love comics, it's going to be here. It's going to be around. And it'll be in different forms. And I don't mean in different formats from floppies. But I mean, we have had a lot of stores transition into only back issues. When the market shifts back, if we can open a lot more stores, get a lot more new readers, you'll see a lot of those stores will transition back and start up their new, again, maybe some of those will never get into new books again, but a portion of them will get back into new books. So have courage. If you're thinking about opening a store, keep watching our series. I got a lot of information on what you should be looking for and where you're going to open your shop and stuff like that. So I know you can do it. You just have to plan really, really well and, lean on the people that you trust. There's that out of the way. Now I can get into CGC. Going into my Diamond account, and I'm looking to, purchase some stuff. And on the daily, what's new page, the daily thing on Diamond is, oh, our new sponsor, CGC, is sponsoring Free Comic Book Day. Oh, hooray. So what they've decided is not to correct any of the problems they've had, not to have any transparency in, what books or how many books were stolen or what the process they were using to steal the books. The wife of the team that was stealing out of there, how many 9/8 borders did she print? Not borders, she was printing out for those 9/8 headers that go on top of the books. How many did she print out? Do they know how many? No. Instead of coming across with any of that information or any of the other information that we've all seen recently, Thoreau's hit on it, Brian McClay has hit on it, Tales from the Flip Side has touched on it, and everybody's like, oh, enough of the drama. This is not drama. This is near criminal. They purposely sued the couple so that if they settled out of court, they could put a gag order or an NDA, a non-disclosure, on everything that happened because it didn't finalize through the courts, so that none of us could see what went on. There's no testimony from the husband, there's no testimony from the wife, there's no testimony from CGC and what was their responsibility in this. So, what did they do? They went to their PR department and said, hey, market us up something. They're like, oh, I'm sure, Diamond would like some help with Free Comic Book Day. And every comic shop will have to advertise CGC whether they freaking like it or not, because we're going to put it on their bags. So they also offer a free kit. You can sign up for it. You get a free 9/8 Free Comic Book Day. You don't know which Comic Book Day book you're getting. You could get lucky. There's a couple of ones that people are looking for this year. So you could be lucky and get one of those 9/8s. But what do I want it for? We watched them pre-screen 9/9s and 10s, not even looking in a book, flipping through it, like handling it like a, I don't know what, like just like you'd riffle shuffle cards. He's like plowing through the books. You've all seen the videos. I'm sure you've already seen the videos by now. CGC posted it. It's like, this is how we pre-screen for 9, 9s, and 10s. And I almost fell off my chair when I watched it. I laughed really, really hard, because if you handled my books like that, if I was like a serious collector and that's how you handled my books, I would be in nuts. Now, of course, what they're showing you is somebody that sent in 100 books, which is probably a dealer, maybe a shop, and they're sending in to pre-screen 100 books, see how many 9, 9s, and 10s they'll get. You know, yeah, granted, the guy's been doing it for a long time. He's probably, you know, been grading books and is very good at it. And maybe you can say, well, that's why he was so fast. I don't, that's not what we're paying that exorbitant amount for. I guess most of the money is for the holder. But I think that the amount of holders they buy, probably getting them from China, you know, maybe 2 something a holder, because they're probably buying 100,000 holders at a time. If they're not, I'd be surprised, because the amount of books they're pumping out is crazy. Yeah, so back to this. So you remember you get the free comic book bag? I use them year round, because it usually just says first Saturday in May. So you can use them at any time. It just advertises when free comic book day is. So the new ones they printed so that they could keep the price the same, which is $57 for 500. They're 2mm bags. They're millimeter plastic bags. They're nice bags. I would have rather paid the more money and not be advertising CGC. Marvel, DC, Image, comic book companies, you print them on the bag, I'm all for it. I'll buy them at the same price and I'll advertise Marvel, DC, and Image. But CGC, they are not a comic book company. They are a company outside of comic books. They don't create anything other than signings, because this is their new business, that they could care less about their grading business, because this signing business is insane. What people are being charged to get their books signed and then graded authentic is just crazy. It chafes my ass so bad. You don't know. So I didn't order any of the bags. So now I don't have bags. I'm not gonna have any bags when I run out of the ones I have. So if anybody has the extra old ones and they wanna sell them, I'll pay for them and pay for the shipping if you're gonna get the new CGC bags, if you're happy with those. I'm not. Oh, the window skin also says CGC on it. So the one that tells you the actual date that you get a new one every year. So what we did was we cut out our symbol and we taped it over the CGC. I don't want to advertise them in any way, shape, or form. So basically, they're doing a terrible job and they are seeing a dip in sales. So they need to find a way to get their sales up. And how are they going to do that? They're going to advertise to the everyday person who comes into comic shop for free comic book day. And now I'm going to have to answer questions, because they have like a little shelf display. And, oh, what is CGC? You know what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them they're a lying, cheating, stealing company that has no integrity. But I'm not going to get the free kit. Oh, crazy. The free kit also comes with surprise gifts for the people. They don't tell you what it's going to be. Probably $5 off your first graded book or some crap like that. Yeah, I'm pretty hot about it. I'm going to talk to the guys at Diamond. I know that doesn't mean anything if they're not going to take them off this late in the game. I'm not going to let it damper it. It's my 10-year anniversary, free comic book day. I'm having the author and writer of Bear Pirate Viking Queen. They'll be here signing. I have an interview with them coming up. Should be out by the end of March. We'll probably have that interview out. So I don't want it to spoil my time, but this is just crazy that, like, instead of trying to regain trust from the customers they've had for a long time, who may be now deciding, oh, I don't care how much money you're getting for your book, I'm not gonna get my books graded by you. If you're going long term, if you're grading books and you're putting them away for when your family has to sell them. You know, a lot of people tell me that. It's like, listen, I'm not flipping books, but I want them graded so that when I'm gone, my family doesn't have to figure out what comics are worth, you know, or what grade comics are, which is very difficult for lay people. If you're not a serious collector and you haven't read the Overstreet guide on how to grade, and there's some videos out there, of course, on grading. If you haven't done that, then yeah, it's going to be difficult to come up with a grade. And I understand that portion of grading. But understand who you grade with for the future. They may not be, right now, CGC is the hot book, is the hot grading company. You get the higher dollar amount for them. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Every time you turn around, they're doing something else that seems nefarious or without integrity or in the dark. They're constantly taking things down from their chat boards on CGC, what happened to people, different people's books. If you're going to get it graded for the future, I would go with a grading company that provides not only a grade, but a better holder with UV protection. And there's at least 2 out there now that's doing that. If you want to display your books, if the new lights that we have are the same as daylight. These LEDs, they're going to fade your books just like the sunshine. And if any sun gets into your room, it will go through the CGC plastic and it will fade your book. So there's that. If you're just going to put them away in a box and keep them in the dark, that's fine. But if you're going to display them, I would pick something with UV protection. And again, you know, CGC may just implode and then their books will be worthless. You know what people were doing with the restored books? The people have been buying them, popping them out of the holder, and then selling them raw. And people think they were getting an unrestored book because they don't have the knowledge of it. So yeah, there's a lot of things you should know when you're buying online. That's why a lot of people want to buy graded books online and not raw books, and I get it. So go to your local comic shop. I know there's not a lot around, so we're getting a new boutique hotel. You all can come and stay for a weekend when it opens up, and you can come search through all my raw books. Soon we're going to have I've hit this like 6 times. Soon we're going to have a Shopify store up with some of our books and some of our merchandise like coffee mugs and t-shirts. We love the community that we're involved in now. A lot of great guys on YouTube. I don't have a lot of interaction with Swaggle House and Sticky Goose, but I've been watching their videos. They make great content. Tales from the Flip Side is kind of where I really got to stretch my legs a little bit in making a series for them. Beyond Wednesday, all of the Brian McClay stuff, you should go over and definitely subscribe over there. He's doing a great job bringing stuff out. Thorough, definitely got to get on. Man, if you're interested in any of the shenanigans going on in comics, Thorough gets deep. I mean, I can get philosophical with, you know, what I think is wrong, but man, he finds the people who are doing it. So Thorough's a great place to look. And I'm probably missing a few others. I want to give a shout out to Crooked Dog Comics, Big Mike out in California. He's getting his store set up. He's going to be opening up hopefully for Free Comic Book Day. So we'll have another new comic book shop. Mutant Comics in PA. He's up and running. He's open, a good guy. He's been a viewer for a long time through Tales from the Flip Side. And got Gamers Craze. So this is a shop I stopped into. You know, they're up way up near the Canadian border. I think the town is actually called Ogdensburg, or around Ogdensburg is where this is at. And there's multiple colleges over there. They hold big Magic tournaments and stuff. They have comics, but they're all back issue comics. They also have models. They hold different stuff. But I really dug their shirt, you know, kind of a D&D feel. So if you want me to wear your store shirt during one of my shows, hit me up on Facebook. I'll give you the information to send me one. I'll pay for the shipping, and I'll wear the shirt on one of the shows and give them a good shout out. And then I'll have free t-shirts. So you know what I always say, keep reading comics and don't grade your books.